Hurdle and catch-up explained clearly, Private Equity English. Welcome. In this short lesson, we'll demystify two private fund terms, hurdle and catch-up. You'll see where they show up in private equity and venture capital funds, and why they matter when money flows back to investors. Our focus is the sequence of payments between LPs, limited partners, investors, and the GP, general partner, fund manager. By the end, you'll understand the logic behind these steps and walk away with plain, workable examples you can use in meetings. Ready to turn dense fund language into clear English? Let's break it down, one gate at a time. The hurdle rate is the first gate for profits. It's the minimum return LPs must receive before the GP earns any performance fee. Funds often set it as an annual rate, like 8%. Think of it as a priority benchmark. Until LPs get that 8% preferred return, the GP doesn't collect carry. This keeps investor capital protected early in the distribution waterfall. In simple terms, LPs get priority return first. Only after clearing this hurdle can the GP participate in profits. If performance is strong and the hurdle is exceeded, the distribution moves on to the next stage. A preferred return is the LP's priority payout, their return that comes before the GP's performance fee. In many funds, the preferred return is the hurdle itself, and it may compound annually, increasing the amount LPs must receive first. If the preferred return isn't met, the GP gets no carry. This structure aligns incentives. The GP focuses on generating returns that exceed investors' minimum expectations, while LPs are protected by a clear threshold. When you hear pref or hurdle, think LPs are paid up to a defined level before the GP shares in the upside. Carry, carried interest, is the GP's share of profits, commonly 20%, but only after certain steps. Order matters. First, the fund pays costs and fees. Second, it returns invested capital to LPs. Third, it pays the hurdle/preferred return to LPs. Only after these are satisfied do we talk about catch-up and ongoing carry. Carry applies to profits, not gross proceeds, so the fund must be above its capital and return obligations. Remember, waterfall sequencing is everything. No carry discussion makes sense until those earlier boxes are checked. The catch-up phase starts only after the hurdle is satisfied. Its purpose is to move the GP quickly to the target carry percentage. In many structures, the GP may receive 100% of the next profits during catch-up temporarily, until the cumulative split matches the agreed deal. For example, 20% to GP overall. Once that level is reached, catch-up stops, and the fund shifts to the normal profit split. Think of catch-up as the GP's fast lane, brief but focused, aligning the final economics with the headline carry. Imagine a fund where LPs first receive their capital back, plus an 8% hurdle. Once that is paid, the catch-up begins. The GP takes the next profits, often all of them, until the GP's share equals 20% of total profits to date. After the catch-up completes, all additional profits are split 80/20ths between LPs and GP. This shows the flow clearly. LP priority, capital plus 8% hurdle, right pointing arrow GP catch-up to reach the promised carry, right pointing arrow normal split on ongoing profits. Everyone sees the same sequence and knows when each step triggers. Waterfalls can vary. Whole fund, European, waterfalls require returning capital and hurdle across the fund before carry, while deal by deal, American, may allow earlier carry on individual deals. Soft versus hard hurdles matter. A hard hurdle often implies a full catch-up to the stated carry. A soft hurdle might start splitting profits once the hurdle is met, reducing the GP's catch-up size. Terminology differs, but the principle is constant. Verify the exact sequence, rates, and compounding in the fund documents. They govern every distribution. Use crisp sentences in meetings. First, LPs earn an 8% hurdle. This signals investor priority. Next, the GP enters catch-up to reach 20% carry, which explains the temporary fast lane for the manager. After that, profits are split 80/20ths, showing the steady state. The key takeaway: sequence and thresholds drive payouts. If you can describe the order, return capital, pay the hurdle, run catch-up, then split, you can explain most waterfall conversations clearly and confidently.